Hi, I'm Colleen Gabhart. I'm from Shoals, Indiana, and I'm 15. I live on a farm with my six siblings. I'm the oldest of seven, and I have two sisters and four brothers. And I'm in 10th grade. I'm homeschooled actually, and we're so excited that we get to be with Mama and Papa on Thanksgiving. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee, with them, and right now we're in a portion of their living room, I guess, and their little recording studio, and it looks like a log cabin on the outside and the inside. So they've got it really decorated really beautifully. And I was so excited to hear that Dolly Parton has been interested in their water here, because a few years ago I was asked to write a speech about 4-H and about the impact that 4-H has on its members. And in my research for that speech, I discovered that Dolly Parton was a former 4-H member. And hopefully, and learn firsthand what part 4-H played in her youth, and also I'd like to hear if any of that has carried over into her adult life. About Dolly was that she grew up in a really large family in a very undeveloped portion of Tennessee, and what I speculate is what I hope for is that what I'll hear from her is that 4-H helped her in growing up, and then as she became a businesswoman, I hope that her experiences in 4-H carried over to that. She just she really just flourished from her beginnings, and just she's become an incredible person, I think, and I'm very impressed by her and her business skills and just the person that she is. I think she's so successful is because she can relate because of her lifestyle, and she grew up just like anybody else, and you know, she went through the same things as everyone, and maybe she had it harder than some, and maybe even better than some, but she grew up just like everybody else, and she can relate to a lot of different scenarios and situations, and I think that's why she can relate to many different types of people in her work today, and that's why she can be so successful. I think that Dolly has handled her fame and her money extremely well. She's continued to be steady, and she hasn't fallen into the sins that sometimes people get into when they come into money or come into fame. But that's one of the things I think that makes her so appealing to a wide range of people is that she can, in her country music, she can relate to her listeners, and she can connect with them, because that's, if she had strayed and done those things, that could have kind of tarnished her appearance. But I think that everything she's done, for the most part, has contributed to her success, and has helped to make her appealing to a wide range of audiences. And even though she came from a large mountain family, and maybe they weren't so well off, but she took it step by step by step, and it wasn't like an instant jump, and I think that maybe too that helped her to keep her feet on the ground, because I think sometimes it's that sudden jump to fame that causes people to get swept away, I guess, and get caught up in things, and then they make decisions that you wouldn't even think that they wouldn't even be in their nature, I guess, and that's because they aren't accustomed to that. But you know, that never happened with Dolly. She just, you know, she really took it just step by step, and just, you know, steadily climbed the ladder of her success. Her music can even reflect that, just that step-by-step process, and I love her music because it reflects the country way of life, and it reflects hard work and just who we are as farmers and as outdoors people, I guess. Just it reflects our way of life and living in the country, and there's no frills. It shows our character very much, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. She can identify with that, and like I said, that's what makes her appealing. I feel like Dolly's childhood is what helped her to become what she is. It helped her to stay on that straight path and to be honest and have that integrity in every portion of her life, and in her business relations, in her marriage, in her interactions with her fans, just everything she did. And she's honest, and she's upstanding, and she's become a very good woman. And I think it was based in childhood, and I think that's where people learn their most important lessons. And fortunately for Dolly, those lessons that she learned in childhood have served her very well. Hopefully 4-H contributed to those lessons, and hopefully that was where she learned some of them. And I think that's what 4-H is trying to teach, is through all of our experiences in the organization. 4-H is trying to teach us that honesty and integrity, and trying to teach us that hard work. And even in my speech that I wrote about what 4-H teaches us, I talked about the businesswoman that she's become and how 4-H could have played a part in that. I'm really trying to learn those same lessons for myself in 4-H. The possibilities are endless for what you can learn, and I want to develop those same things. I do several different projects, and those things have helped me, and just learning about everything from public speaking to just working with my animals has helped me to learn to work hard and really work hard no matter what's happening, and no matter what the weather may be. You have to learn to work hard and stick with what you're doing. I think that's really important. And just, every lesson I learn, like I can see where it's taken Dolly, for example, and I can see that if I learn that, then it's going to help me to succeed in whatever I end up doing. And I'm just trying to learn that, and that's what makes me so interested in 4-H. And I'm always interested in learning more about the organization and trying to get more and more involved with it, because I can see how it's helped other people, and I know that it can help me too. Here I had the privilege of being president of my 4-H club, and that was just, I guess, another step in becoming more involved with my county and with the organization as a whole. And I appreciated that so much, because the more responsibility you take on within 4-H, the more you can learn those lessons. And it was a really great experience. And this year, I'm going to get to represent my club as on our fair board. So hopefully I can take on a little more responsibility with helping to plan our county fair. And I'm hoping that can help me learn some lessons in time management, in planning, and even money management. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to entail, but I know that whatever it brings, it's going to help me learn and develop as a person. Just the more I get involved in 4-H, the more I want to help other people succeed in it too. And the reason for that is because I want to help other people understand what 4-H can do for them. And I want to help them to be their best and become the best. And just our motto in 4-H is like to make the best better. And that's just so true. Like, I want to become my best, and I want to help my fellow members become their best. And what the point is that maybe we can't all be Dolly Partons, and likewise, we're not all going to be homeless on the street. But what we need to do is make the best with what we have. We can utilize like those talents that God has given us. We have so much potential within us. And if we just continue to try to make the best better, we can be such a strong influence in our community and in our country and just even in our world, that we can make a little bit of difference wherever we are. And just we can become better and better and better, and just just continue to bring ourselves up. And we want to make sure just we can bring other people up too, and we don't want to try to take anybody down, but just be positive, because together we can be making the best better, and hopefully and learn firsthand what part 4-H played in her youth. And also I'd like to hear if any of that has carried over into her adult life. About Dolly was that she grew up in a really large family in a very undeveloped portion of Tennessee, and what I speculate interested in their water here, because a few years ago I was asked to write a speech about 4-H and about the impact that 4-H has on its members. And in my research for that speech, I discovered that Dolly Parton was a former 4-H member. And what I hope for is that what I'll hear from her is that 4-H helped her in growing up, and then as she became a businesswoman, I hope that her experiences in 4-H carried over to that. She just she really just flourished from her beginnings, and just she's that we get to be with Mama and Papa on Thanksgiving. We're here in Nashville, Tennessee with them, and right now we're in a portion of their living room, I guess, and their little recording studio, and it looks like a log cabin on the outside and the inside, so they've got it really decorated really beautifully. And I was so excited to hear that Dolly Parton has been. Hi, I'm Colleen Gabhart. I'm from Shoals, Indiana, and I'm 15. I live on a farm with my 6 siblings. I'm the oldest of 7, and I have 2 sisters and 4 brothers. And I'm in 10th grade. I'm homeschooled actually, and we're so excited.